Audio test. Oh, I forgot to start on Twitch, so let me do that. Okay, Twitch should be going live shortly. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing today? That sounds good. Lino, I know my stream is a bit later than normal today. Sora, Ed. For a free ship, it's pretty good stats wise and buff wise. Yeah, absolutely. We have seen a good shift in event ships this year, in that the event ships they're not gimping them like they used to. Back. Arctor Chief, Michi, GX, Documents, Bane, Lord Bane, Bridger, how's it going? Picard. So I just randomly logged into a character and I found that I've had some stuff sell, so we're gonna have a little bit of gambling here initially. Yes, I have cut my hair. Yeppers. Duca, Drew, how's it going? Casual haircut. It was very casual. Just went in and trimmed it all down. Azimdal, how's it going? See any other things selling on this character. I should probably increase the render scale. My game doesn't look like crap. Yeah. Garth. So yeah, I think the Typhoon is better than most people were expecting. You know, 5-3, not that far off the Kirk. Did I see Bort's LinkedIn post? Yes, I saw that shortly after it popped up. I think it would be smart for Deca to go in and, you know, there's some people from the cryptic team that it would be smart of them to retain. And I think, you know, I think with Bort, a lot of people have mixed feelings on him, but the thing to keep in mind is that not every bad decision that's been attributed to him is actually his fault. You know, not every nerf was necessarily something, you know, that he directly did. So, you know, I know there's mixed feelings on him. But he's done a lot of good for the game too. Triz loves the Typhoon, fits him perfectly. There's been some statements, yes. I don't agree with all the statements he's made. That's absolutely true. Not every ship needs to be special. Terrible. Thinking about getting one of the two remaining Connies from the event campaign that you don't own yet. Which two don't you have? I think with Cryptic there was in general just a lot of management decisions over the years that were not the best executed. And, you know, as part of this transition, it's entirely new management. So I think we've already seen a lot of positive changes this year. Is the Typhoon going to arrive on console? Yes, my expectation is around November. Dark Eddie, how's it going? You don't own the Kelvin Connie and the Connie from Discovery Season 2? You know, between those two. Oof. So the thing with the Disco Connie, that's the Miracle Worker one. That's a good ship, but at the same time, the D7 variant of that is a lot better. I would say if you don't have the Calvin Connie, that's going to be a different experience for you. I think between the two, I mean, the Miracle Worker one definitely is going to be the stronger option. But the Kelvin one, I mean, they're both different experiences. It really depends on what you want. And I think in general, you know, for Bort, Cryptic, and Deca, they know at this point that nerfing is not the way to go when there's something that is, you know, a bit powered or a bit overpowered. Rather, I think the correct way that we've seen in the industry at large is instead of just trying to chase nerfing things down to try and balance stuff, it's better to bring the things up that are underpowered. It's better to buff things up rather than try to nerf them, because when you nerf stuff, we've seen every time that's happened in this game, when there's a nerf, it pushes people out. And I don't think this game can afford that. Boricus has a lot of knowledge with regards to various systems introduced over the years, because he designed a lot of them, so they've brought him on. Just on nerf fall, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, I've got 220 mil, and the correct way for me to use this is to buy some master keys, right? Kale is still there. He put out the most recent devlogs. I want to get another Infinity T6 box, because then I think I should be covered the rest of the year. Because I imagine, you know, after this upcoming ship, we're going to have probably 3 more premium ships this year, because it seems like one a month. So I think the Lamar is going to be promo. That's my expectation, and then I think we've got 2 more Infinity Lockbox ships throughout the year, probably. You know, if we're doing one a month. Not today. Yeah. No, Kale is still at Cryptic. No, Kale is still there. Someone was asking if he was still there. He's, as far as I'm aware, Kale is still there. Greg, how's it going? Event 5 of the event campaign starts next week. Yeah. The next part of the event campaign for console starts up next Thursday. I think them listening to feedback on why some of the stuff they introduce is underpowered, you know, for systems is probably good. The shields, definitely, I think some people have left good feedback on in various places. It probably wouldn't hurt for them to look at some of the ideas people have posted about shields. I don't have any to link offhand, but for some of the other things they've introduced recently, they got feedback that stuff wasn't that great, and they went back through and buff stuff up, like the Herosian trait. They heard the feedback that wasn't really that great with the uptime it had, so they went through and they buffed it. Yeah, the Picard uniform. Is it Lobby Store 2401? The Predator is a fun ship. Yeah, the Herosian Predator is a fun ship. Fire Will needs to be buffed. I think that needs to be for there's a lot of things that have issues in the game, but I think going in and um you know, buffing FOP just to make a portion of the player base happy would be something that I would imagine wouldn't require too much dev time to do. Lower the time on it down from 20 seconds for its minimum cooldown up, down to 15 seconds. That there is going to make people really happy. And just add in an extender that is just a flat, here's 100% uptime. Unnerf weapon procs? Yeah, weapon procs are pretty much irrelevant. Okay, let's go to something else here. We've talked about the Heroian Predator, but I want to bring something else out. Something I've been working on. Some of you saw me working on this. Ebony? Do I think the anniversary will be a proper full season with episode, new lockbox, lobby updates? Yeah. I expect the anniversary to be your standard anniversary release. The Damos for the prize? I mean, the emulating phaser lance on a phaser build is fun. Let me show you a picture or something. I was working on a thumbnail the other day. I'm just trying to find it here. So I got this of the Lexington the other day. That's the immolating phaser lance, not the lance on the ship itself. But when that thing's going, it's a nice, cool visual. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I've been trying to get back into demo record for some of the thumbnails again. That's what this is. That's for what that's for. Right there. Favorite Star Trek character? Oof. Riker comes to mind. Okay, there's a question here. Not sure what the most meaningful changes that can be made to shields aside from just adding zeros, or maybe add zeros to the effectiveness of resistances. I mean, they did do a good change with the emergency power to shield change and RSP change, where you can negate the shield drains. That was a good change on their part. For the Dalkina build, I do want to do an updated build video for that, just updating to the current meta. But I was recently asked that over in the CasualSAB Discord, and I did post a picture of the changes. So if you're in the CasualSAB Discord, go to Spencer's builds, and for the Dalkina, you'll have to scroll up a bit for it. But someone asked me in the thread for that. I thought I just sworn I put a picture there. Oh, there's two Dalkinas. So it's the one from June 21st, 2023. So the big changes are, for me, adding Fleet Power Network Array, the Credence console. I am still running Agony for the stuff that I do. That was the main changes there. Again, that's over in the Spencer Builds channel, and you'll have to scroll up a bit for that, because there's two Dalkina pictures in there. Theo, welcome back. Paul, get the Riker goatee. Oh no, Goldicott. Do console clickies that operate on charges get charges? I don't, honestly, off the top of my head, I don't know from Uncon because I haven't been running Uncon that much, but I know the Vovin stuff was definitely impacting the emulating phaser lance. At least it looked like it was. Could be wrong there. When does the Federation president disappear? Not soon enough. Yeah, so this is just like a normal and advanced build for Lexington that will just go through, slam through content, just obliterate things. Only streamer I know who starts earlier than the scheduled time. Gotta remember that. I'm sorry, yeah, sometimes I do that. Next Warbiar, thank you for the sub over on Twitch. Very much appreciated. Okay, let's play some content. Can't English today. Just need a day when the servers aren't garbage to show off the Lexington. Yeah, and I made it look like the original Audi. It looks all fancy. Okay, let me go to ground and let's run some TFOs. Who's on? How's it going? Yeah, they need to just remove the sound from that NPC. Let's do a let's do an infected space advanced. We're gonna start off with something we've never done before. What are my thoughts on the Typhoon being a battlecruiser instead of a dreadnought that it originally was? If it was a dreadnought, it would have had a hangar bay, wouldn't it? So I would have loved to have had a hangar bay on it.
The situation is grim.
They obviously decided to do, you know, to go a different direction there, which is unfortunate, but I think as a battle cruiser, it'll move a little bit better. I think either way, people will enjoy it, but it not being a dreadnought, you know, not having a hangar bay, does limit its overall power a little bit. So there's still room for them to introduce, you know, a ship with similar stats that's a bit more premium, that people may be willing to shell out a bit more for. I just did stuff in the wrong order. Wow, I am doing bad today.
The Netite probes can repair the transformers. Stop them.
Go slow. I'm not even gonna hit the gate here. Let's just go straight for the cube. My piloting's terrible. We missed something. Oh no. 700k garbage. Okay.
Sensors confirm.
Is it true Red Alert ends next August 22nd? That's just a mess up on their part. Low deep's very casual. I know. Michi, I'm sorry. Something sold. We're pleased with the Typhoon seating. Nice. Yeah, the Typhoon looks interesting, and I know someone's going to ask. I do not intend to buy it out. I will get it completely for free by playing the event. You know, it's an event ship. Buying it out, spending $60 on it, I just... It's a good ship, but I don't think it's $60. You know, like I need to buy it out and rush for it. I don't think it's that game-changing, you know, for me. So I will play out the event and get it for free like everyone else. Wonder how the trait will synergize with the Eagle spamming our torps rapid fire. Yeah, that's a good question. That's something I do want to see. Okay, let's do a Kittimer Vortex. I'm going to swap over to a FOSS setup once I load into the map. I guess I can just go to the space and do that. The Typhoon, I don't know. You know, I think right now it's both teams are working on things. Yeah, it's not even 60 for the ship. It's $60 for 20 days early access. That's not worth it. I would rather spend $60 on like anything else. When it's something I can get for free. If it's a Zen buyout, I can't get it on Dribble. The only Lobby buyouts are the summer and winter ships. Has this been a record week for video count for you, Spencer? No. I've done more videos in a week before, right? It's just this is a bit of a pickup compared to the past couple months, but
There are 2 active
I've
Borg
had
transport
periods
conduits in
of
this system,
lots of content
along with a
releases
stable
before.
spatial rift, which is
Jay, how's it going?
chronoton particles. The Borg have been known to use time travel.
They've not mentioned anything about Moopsy. I think we're gonna get another blog with mentions of some other editions, because I think there's a few Lobby items that they haven't announced yet. That is entirely a prediction. I wouldn't know for sure. Lots of news this week? Absolutely. What is Moopsy? What is Badgie? Who knows? Will there be another blog tomorrow announcing Lobby items? We'll find out.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
4 probes are headed for the time vortex. Stop them!
This is Firewheel. Oh no, I'm moving slow. Why is my torpedo not firing?
4 shields failing. Rear shield failing. Right shield failing.
Your defensive capabilities are unable
Not
to
a speed boost.
lower your shields and await assimilation.
Right shields failing. Rear shield failing. Left
Is
shield
the 10th bundle worth it? It's more of, do you want the visuals? Like I've said before, I think the 10th bundle is a little bit dated now. There are still good ships in there, it's just... There's a lot of good ships in the game nowadays. So in the meta update vid that I did, which featured the Vovin and the Credence, I had a build at the end for the Vovin, and I put that build in the Discord. I set it up as a tank. Here we go. Do I own every ship in the game? No, there are ships that I do not own.
The scimitar has been destroyed, but sensors detected several escape
Catman, how's
pods
it going?
entering the vortex. Dinatra's fate is unfortunate.
But yeah, I've got a build for the
Perhaps
Vovin in the Discord. It's more of a tank setup. It's trying to lean into the trait that the ship has for healing. Moopsy combat pet confirm, people. The Thaleron build stuff, Kane. The Thaleron stuff is basically not relevant, man. Don't even worry about wasting your time on it. Gary, how's it going? What happened to the Terran Walker? So like that leaked and then it never dropped. I don't know what what they're doing with that. That was like 2 years ago. I don't know. Havoc, thank you for the follow. Tried to build it as a tank, but yeah, I mean the trait from it enables a bit of healing, right? Terran Walker. I do have most of the C-Store ships, not all of them, but I have a lot of them. Like, if I set this to not purchased, like, those are the only Fed ships I don't own. But the thing is, with all these ships, I already have alternate versions of them. The Tellarite Praelim, I've got the Suliban Silic, same thing, just the Silic has a battle cloak. The Alita, I've got the legendary Akira. The Edison, I have one of the other variants. The Yamato, I've got the legendary. The support carrier, I have one of the other ones for another faction. And the Intel Assault Cruiser, I've got the legendary. So some of these ships, I just don't have a reason to purchase them. You know, there are a few ships in here that are certainly a bit more unique that I should probably pick up at some point, but the stats on some of these just don't really appeal to me. Some of these older C-Store ships just have not aged well. The Romulan side, I surprisingly do not have a lot of the Romulan ships, but it's, you know, it's some of these older ones that were in the 9-pack bundles back in the day. Like, I already have the Federation Command Battlecruisers. They're not really anything that special in the current state of the game, so I don't need to get the Romulan ones or the KDF ones. You know, same for like the Vesta variants and stuff like that. Like, I've already got them for one faction. I don't need to buy the other faction variants, especially when they're ships I'm just never going to use. Rookie Love, thank you for the follow. Do I have the T1 Endorian ship that came from the Neverwinter starter pack? No, I do not. Do a CCA? Yeah, we can do a crystalline. Okay. Crystalline Catastrophe Advanced Public Queue. Here we go. Yeah, generally I prefer ships with singularity cores. I just like the singularity core abilities, especially Warp Shadows. I think that's a really great ability. But I know that a lot of people are immediately turned off by you know, the lower power that the singularity cores offer. Yeah, Crystalline Catastrophe is a 10-player TFO, so it never appears in the random system. So I'm in public queue for Crystalline Catastrophe Advanced for anyone that wants to join. The Vash, yeah, I've got that same Eagle Moss model. What's the one thing that I'd want Deca to put into the game? The thing is it's better versions of ships I already have versions of, but you know, I did a video earlier this year going over the best do platform theory craft, and there's a Romulan ship from Star Trek Picard that they haven't put in. Well, it is technically in the game as a combat pet, or not even as a combat pet. It is as a summon from a console. The Diavecta, I think it was. That'd be neat to have a player flyable version. Romulan space station. I have not heard anything about the new TFO. A Battlestar? Hell yeah. Get me the Pegasus. Get me a Battlestar Pegasus in here. I don't know. I just feel like with Stowe, like if there's a ship that's really notable that they've wanted to bring in, they've done a good job of, you know, bringing them in. I'd love to have what's that Excelsior variant, the Obina. I know a lot of people want that. I would love to see that in the game. I still got crap in it. Crap. Yeah, what's annoying with this TFO is just the immunity phases. If it wasn't for the immunity phases, this thing could die in like a second. That's why they ended up adding the immunity phases, because people were literally going in and basically one-shotting this. I think the Lamar is still a month out. Yeah, I think Lamar is like a month or two out. When did they do a promo, the second promo ship last year? Warp Core, I don't know. I've wanted to know an answer to that as well, but I don't have an answer. Yeah, but like when was the second promo drop last year? I know they did one first half last year and then second half, right? Strike was November. Okay. Yeah, Strike was November. Yeah, so October, November I think would be Lamar. To me it would make sense for that to be a promo ship, just given it's a hero ship from the show. And generally the hero ships they like to put into a loot box of some sort. And I feel like a lot of people have talked about that one, so it makes sense for it to be promo. Steve-O, how's it going? Galaxy Quest. You know, that's true. I wasn't even thinking other shows. So what's something I want Deca to put into the game? The Battlestar, or Battlestar Pegasus would be cool, or Galactica, but also the Dailies class. If we're going for any ship from any franchise, give me a Dailies class in stow from Stargate. Stuka, I think that's just a YouTube setting. I for me, it does not give me the option to have ads on or off, for members. Average British nerd, I'm about to upset some of you by saying I don't know what that is. I'm not really a Star Wars person. I'm sorry. You should have seen the pain Nick went through trying to get me to play SWTOR. Unbelievable. You? Okay. Let's do some more lovely content here. I haven't even done a red alert yet. Let's do a Tholian red alert. Public queue Tholian red alert. There's the pop. Richard, thank you for the casual membership. Very much appreciated. Alright, my weapon's firing. There we go. The issue with Temp Surge is it's on a cooldown when you enter a map, so I can't use it here to just blitz through the map unless I deslotted ahead of time. So I go for Tholian red alerts over the Borg red alerts because they're much faster, but I know a lot of people really do prefer the Borg one, but if you have an AoE based build, you can get through the Tholian one in like 30 seconds. Just a little casual tip there. Back to the classic TFO content. Yeah, this is going to be a shorter stream, so I just wanted to get in, interact. I'll be doing another stream on Tuesday. But this stream, I will probably have to bail out around 6 my time, so about 40 minutes. I know that's a really short stream. But I figured, you know, just get in, let's run some TFOs. Am I excited for the Typhoon Temporal Battlecruiser? Yeah, absolutely. Is the free-to-play abandoned? No. I knew that this was going to be a shorter stream, and if I'm going through doing, you know, story content, I need a bit more time. You know, it's just an hour isn't really going to be enough to get through a ton of missions. Scotty, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Very much appreciated. Mac, you stayed up for such a short stream. I'm sorry. I do apologize. Scotty again, much appreciated. Thomas already said the Typhoon will not have access to the old skin. That it is entirely its own thing. So do not go in with the expectation that it can use the old skin. Are we due to get a sale on Elite Captain upgrade tokens? You know, with the content drop, there's a chance they might do a start your adventure sale. If they do, then there might be a sale on those as well. Casual Blitz, yes, Kenobi, indeed. Just glad I'm back in time on a Saturday night to see part of the stream. Is the screen version of the Shran in game? I don't know if it's screen accurate, but it should be close. Gary, you hate temporal mechanics? Yeah. Okay, let's run another TFO here. Coming back to Stowe after 3 years for the Typhoon? Yeah, a lot of people are very hyped for it. I'm going to swap back to the CSV build here. And let's do a Hive Onslaught Advanced public queue. That instantly popped, so I'm sorry that nobody got in. Yeah, if they do start your adventure, then there should be on PC on Tuesday. I think. 'Cause usually alongside the new content releases, they do a start your adventure. Damon, glad to provide you some entertainment. I do think it'd be nice of them to reintroduce some of the older content that, you know, has previously been disabled. Like No Win Scenario, I don't think it would hurt them to put just the elite version of that back into the game. I think a lot of people would really enjoy the chance to get the Kirk's Protege title again. What's my favorite material for ships? It's like was it Type 7? Is it a 7A, 7B? It's one of them like that. I do enjoy. Type 8 looks good too. I don't remember what I have on this right now. This might just be the Odyssey material. The Borg ground TFOs. I wish the infected cure Kidamaro. I would like to see those visually remastered at a minimum and given an elite version.
Your efforts are futile. Destroy this.
Activations do not want to go
and I
today.
will claim another.
Activations? Oh, I did not mean to hit that. Rip. I'm like, what's live? One random thing over there. Yeah, servers have been a bit spotty.
Your efforts are futile. Destroy this.
Unfortunate, but I mean, it's
and I
expected,
will
right?
claim another.
Here we go.
I am
Probably
eternal.
not.
This is not the end.
Do something manly and cool like an Elite Days of Doom. Oof. I thought the game was running on a Raspberry Pi. I hold down the escape key on my keyboard.
Your strength.
Yeah, just hold down escape on your keyboard, and you can get through the cutscene faster.
You could be so.
Spencer,
much
leak
more.
Lamar class details to it. I have no information. Legitimately, I'm telling you, I don't have any leaks about the Lamar class. I know as much as you guys do. Yeah, some are unskippable, yeah. You know, Days of Doom, it's just a rough TFO. Could I simply summarize the tactical play reasons why a 4-4 is better or worse than a 5-3 versus 5-2? So it's basically down to the fact that forward weapon slots are more powerful. So for most people, they want to get as much power out of their ship as they can. So, you know, having that extra forward weapon is going to be more valuable than an aft weapon, and especially when you have so many abilities that are forward focused. So the way that a lot of things in the game push you to play is to have your like the front of your ship facing the enemy, and with that, you know, your forward weapons, they have a bit more punch. So going for that fifth extra weapon, just it's a more powerful configuration that just plays into how the mechanically the game wants you to play. And aft weapons are also a bit underpowered. You know, turrets, they're a bit weaker. Your omni beams are weaker than a traditional beam. Just aft weapons just not as powerful. A lot of KDF ships are 4-4 because they're from the older days of the game. You know, I wish that the KDF had more ships that were up to modern standards, but the issue with KDF, Romulan, and Jem'Hadar ships is most of them in the C store are a bit old. They're a bit dated now. I would love to see some more non-Federation ships put into the C store, but I don't think that's anything, you know, that they're currently planning. I think Federation is just the main focus right now. Eric, I don't know what I said. When he does no leaks, they turn out to be wrong anyways. Terrible, chaps. I have no idea what you're talking about. Trying to bring awareness to the bug about the premonition trait. I think Data did a write-up on that, didn't he? Data, you did a write-up on the premonition stuff. Like any issues you found with it. The issue right now is that with everything going on, I don't think Deca's, you know, got the lines of communication to the player base opened up yet. So I think that there's some stuff that is going to take a while to get resolved. Days of Doom is so easy with the voting console. Yeah, lockboxes desperately need a revamp, and that is something I do expect to change under Deca. They have European laws that I think that they're going to have to adapt the system to. Do I have any guide videos coming out soon? I have concept of guide videos that I would like to get done soon. Uh, you know, you can make the Jupiter a pretty decent carrier build. If you're over on the builds Discord, I know Sizer, Mara over there. I don't, Sizer, if you're here, did you post your Jupiter build to the builds Discord? If you go to the carrier channel in the builds Discord, I think the Jupiter is one of the ships that's received some discussion recently. Because of the Fleet Power Network Array console off the C Store Wani, the Intel carriers have become a bit more valuable. I don't know if that specific build is there, but you could just go in carrier discussion and ask about, you know, or no, Azure does have it there. Scroll up a little bit in carrier builds there, and there is a pretty capable Jupiter build. And Sizer, I don't know what deep Sizer got with this, but upwards of a mil, I think, is what I remember. So yeah, if you're in the Builds Discord, go to the Carrier Builds channel. If you're not in the Builds Discord, it is in the description down below. It's the STO Builds link there. Yeah, a legendary Nagvar, absolutely. I want to see some more legendary ships for the non-Federation, factions. The Jem'Hadar especially, the Jem'Hadar, they've got one legendary. That they I think, KDF Romulan, they need more legendaries, but the Jem'Hadar, I mean, give us like a Gem Carrier, a Gem Dread Carrier, legendary variant to that. I think, given the legendary situation, they need one before the other factions. Because all they have right now is legendary piloted attack ship. Yeah, Everwind, that's a situation I've been in also. Paul, I haven't used that rifle, so I can't comment there. But yeah, if you don't recognize most of the consoles and other items, you can use the V'ger tool to help you find things. If you're not familiar with V'ger, I'm going to drop a link to it in chat. V'ger is the visual glossary for easy reference. Link's going in chat now. But with V'ger, there is just a hub of all the pictures. Sometimes it can take a moment to load. This is pulling from the wiki, so it should always be up to date. And you can go through, look here to try and find the icon matching what you're looking for. They have this for space equipment, and yeah, sometimes it can take a while to load, and especially given I just put the link in chat, it's going to be probably a bit loaded right now, but yeah, just save that link and that can help you out. How free to play is Mara's build? I think Mara's setup is probably extreme high end. But you can ask in there if there's like a budget build for that ship. I don't think we're going to see that pack-led ship. They said it was a lot of ships put together, right? So that might just be a bit too complicated. Okay, let's do another queue here. I know the advanced stuff is pretty easy, so let's take this up to Elite. And let's hop into a Battle of Corfez. Battle of Corfez, public queue. Let's go. We got this, I believe. Public queue, Battle of Corfez. We got this. Mara? I'm gonna mispronounce everything, Chiaps. Have Borg ships ever been available? There's the Borg Assimilator. That dropped, late last year. There's also the Liberated Borg Juggernaut, which happens to be one of the cheapest lockbox ships on the exchange, because it's from the Borg Lockbox. I think, Colin, you're probably looking at around 10 minutes a day for the new event. What are the best offensive hangar pets? That's going to depend. Some people are going to tell you the Romulan drone ships, but those are limited as to what ships they can be used on. Some people are going to say Valkyries, Command Kodais, Todouge. The thing with like best hangar pets is you can ask 10 different people and get 10 different answers. I hit that in the wrong order. Credence console sucks so much with the activation time. I get sub-nuked? I did. I could not get out of that fast enough. Yeah, the bugged phase can be cleared with enough EPG. We only have one EPG though, so if we do get the bugged phase, we will probably fail. All 10 carrier players like different fighters? Yeah, pretty much.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Warning. Ship is under attack.
Oh, is my Maelstrom on auto fire? Well, it's a casual build. Hi, Cascon.
We've established an automated.
Yeah, we're good so far. Level 14 here. Yeah. Nice. What am I doing? Battle of
Stop the
Corfez.
Vaadwaur ships from breaking through our defense.
And what I'm doing is failing.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Add hats into the game.
Warning. Ship
How about we get rid of Subnuke?
4 shields failing. Shield failing. Fire shield failing. Target shields have failed. Hull integrity below 50%.
Oh, these are gonna screw me up. Is the Shrike worth it for the trade alone? I don't think so. The Shrike, it's okay. I know a lot of people like it. On the right build, that trait can do a lot, but I'd rather just run like Ship of the Line. If you have high enough crit chance, your crit severity is basically just Cat 2, so. I mean, the way the system is set up now, it'll let you right into an elite as soon as you're at the right level. There's no system here requiring you to have received or to have done certain things in the game before you can play this content, which is bad because it means you can have some very difficult groups.
Shields have failed. 4 shields failing.
Too slow. Still in here, spent leave. Oh. But Unreal 5 graphics? Yeah, I mean Unreal for Stowe would be cool, but it would cost them a lot of money to move over to that. Do I play World of Warships? Yes, I do. I don't really stream warships, because the way that I play is not the most team friendly. I will go in there and, you know, I'll have my goal for that content that I'm doing, and basically I throw a lot, and I don't play in a team for that because I want to be able to throw and not worry about being judged or needing to wait for teammates that are still in the match. So I just don't play the game with other people. Get sub-nuked again. What is my main ship line? I really like the Des Moines. definitely not the best setup for this build. I need to do some work on this. I need to take the Credence console off this build. I hate using it in anything outside of a coordinated environment. The cooldown on it just sucks. Or the activation time, I mean. The Badlands Tornado is the console off the McKee Raider. Okay, there's an enemy that's like stuck in a rock somewhere. Let's find it.
Our Benton allies are running the Vaudois blockade.
Okay, Benton, we got this. How long has it been since the last Lockbox? The anniversary event where we got the last generation box, which had the what the hell's the name of it? The shooter stat. Let's sub-nuked again. I don't have any counters on this setup. That is something I need to change. Best ship from the event campaign, since if you already have Excelsior 2, World Razor, and Yukon and Delkina. Ooh. Goran Hunter? Goran Hunter is really nice, you know. Yeah. This is not the right ship to have brought in here. Not with this build, at least. Just Boimler. Pretty much just Boimler. I did not have a torch right there. That's why you don't let your Maelstrom auto-fire. Oh, we lost a couple ships. Oh, just Lexington with like a phaser CSV setup on it. It's it needs some work. My angle's screwed up. I'm like, why can't I shoot them? Because they're actually behind me. It depends on the build, but I do feel like if you have enough things on, that, yeah, Boimler pretty much invalidates the need for most projectile coolant reduction in some situations. Like, it's good to have some redundancy, you know, but I generally feel like I can get most of what I need done with just Boimler on.
Target shield has failed. 4 shields failing.
Nick, how's it going, man?
Target shield has failed. 4 shields failing. Left shield failing. 4 shields failing. Rear shield failing.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Ruin 2.
Shield has failed. Four shields failing. Left shield failing. Rear shield failing. Right shield.
Yeah, sorry I'm not focusing on chat too much right now, just because I keep getting
Below 75. Target shield.
screwed over in this with the sub nukes.
Hull integrity below 50%. Hull integrity below 25%. 4 shields failing. Rear shields failing. Right shields failing.
I can't see anything right now because did I get outside the wall? Yeah, I was still inside. I know. I need to just put a side team on here. It's terrible. It hurts the immersion to have enemies that have sub nuke. Oh, we're done here. Kitty, how's it going?
We're pushing the Vodwar back.
Final phase. Yeah, Corfez is it's a tough queue.
We're pushing the
Ship is under attack. Four shields failing.
We prevailed. Yes, we did.
Rear shield failing. Target shield has failed. Hull integrity below 25%.
It is not my day. 48.5k from Neutronic Torp spread. This is not a build for this type of content. And went back to right where I came from. That's just my luck here.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Warning. Ship is under attack.
Missed the drilling over the Typhoon? A little bit.
excellent work.
So, not the finest performance on my part. I've missed a lot of things in chat, so let's get caught up here. Answered that. Yeah, the thing is, you can't just swap the game over to Unreal and expect it to have fully better graphics. Like, there's, a lot of this is textures. And they've shown that they can make the newer maps look really good, in the current engine. So there's still a lot of room for them to grow with the current engine. Which ship bridges are the largest? Large wise, I don't know. I feel like the Enterprise J bridge is pretty large. I wouldn't open last gen lockboxes. They're not worth it. Go for Safe Galaxy if you still have them, or the Borg ones. Those two are really good. Proof photonic officer over Boimler. Yeah, that is more reliable. But Darthon, I like the challenge mode. Now with Corfez, if you build for Corfez, you can dominate the VOD war. Remember, Corfez has been soloed before. You just have to get the right phases. I have an itch to go through and try to do a solo Corfez myself. I think it was Ryan Estia that did many years ago. That was before level 65 though, so the HP scaling was a little bit different, I believe. It has been done before, but I'd like to do it again. Yeah, the Typhoon's a beautiful ship. Cheops. What's my favorite Romulan carrier? The Talaru, I like the look of it and the bridge. The bridge of the Talaru really does look cool. Martin, how's it going, man? Yeah, I am going to have to wrap things up, though. Like I said, this was a shorter stream for today. I'll be doing a stream on Tuesday when the content drop happens. I'm not buying the ship out, and my intention right now is to not get the new Lockbox ship on live. If it's available on Tribble on Tuesday, I may look at it over there. But I don't think the new Lockbox ship is good enough to warrant me burning a box on. I don't think anyone probably should, given the information we've seen of it so far. I just don't think it's that good of a ship. How smart was it by Deca to release two ships in close proximity named Typhon and Typhoon, respectively? I know. Yeah. What about the immersion? I know. Short, how's it going? But yeah, I do need to bail out. So again, sorry for the short stream. Been doing a longer stream on Tuesday, looking at the new stuff at a minimum. Playing through the new TFO. Playing through the new patrols, just taking a look at that, seeing what the fastest option is. Hanging out, and if there is any new lobby stuff, I'll pick the new lobby stuff up. But if not, probably just looking at that the 3 new pieces of content there. Okay. Thank you all for tuning in. I will see you guys around. Again, Scotty, thank you for the 5 gifted. Richard, thank you for the casual membership. And I think there's some over on Twitch as well. Next War, thank you for the Prime sub over there. Much appreciated. Okay. See you guys around.